All right, welcome back. Got a few requests for this one. Alex Ocasio-Cortez, a New York congressman. That's right, congressman. Democratic Socialist, New York District 14, with the pentagrams. So this one has been in the news quite a bit for no reason, really, for no reason. They'll just put them in the news, you know how it is. They like to get the image of the beast out there in front of us, the daily beast. We can't compromise where we're going. That's right. We know where they want to take us. See, look at it right there. Look at the long bones, the humerus bone, especially the feet, the jaw, the right angle. It's got a right angle jaw. The triple-pronged Adam's apple. At least a double-pronger. If you're a man, feel your throat. You're going to feel the way he looks. Your neck will, at least. Endorsed by Obama. Well, no surprise there. All right. Oh, and Shahi loves RuPaul. Well, they're on the same team. The square jaw again. Look at that brow bone, man. Whoa. Serious brow ridge. Traits of a male skull. Hand in the pocket on the cover of Vanity Fair. New establishment. It's the New World Order. Swinging the butt out with the hand in the pocket. Deep in the pocket. I'm not so sure about that construction worker either. Oh, look at this. Getting involved in the Kavanaugh psyop, right? The fake news. Let's see how fake this really is. I think it's pretty clear what we have here. This actor with the wig on. And the purpose of all this Me Too movement, all these sexual harassment claims, and it's in the news every day, is just to create confusion and division between the sexes and to show that the binary system doesn't work. So they need androgyny to unite us all. It looks like one of these actors playing the part of a woman, right? Who's more masculine? I mean, the accuser is much more masculine. Should be the other way around. Obviously, the one on the right has makeup on, right? Basically, it's in disguise. Look at that wig. And it covers up half the face. I mean, they look very similar with just, a bit of fake nose and little tweaks here and there, just like they do in Hollywood for the movies all the time, right? It's really quite obvious. It's like the Tootsie type. It's like the type you see in the comedy movies. It's a comedy. It's a big show. And you know what I realized, too, speaking of RuPaul? This whole world is really just a big cabaret show, right? Greek theater has always been trannies. Elizabethan theater was always trannies. No theater in Japan, all over Asia, and in Hollywood now, right? All over the world, the BBC, whatever. Europe, most major countries, it's all a big cabaret show, the politics, the world theater. It's all a big cabaret show, a tranny cabaret show. That's what this world is. And Satan is the producer of the show. We're living in a RuPaul drag show. All right, now back to the main subject matter. Ocasio, Rick Ocasek. Kind of reminds me of J-Lo a little bit, another tranny from the Bronx. Just a tranny from the Bronx. They seem to have similar features, especially in the skull. But let's take a quick look at J-Lo. I had one before on this person in my old channel. It got shut down when it's a young one. Now, Brazilian butt lifts gone wild, injecting a little bit too much fat into the butt to give it the fake curves. Yeah. They're not so much, right? You got the thin pelvis. You got the narrow pelvis. You got the long rectangular torso with the fake boobs, right? Oh yeah, you got some power in those shoulders, man. Some horsepower. Telemundo, Tranny Mundo. There he is as a young boy. Those pigtails are photoshopped in. It's just a boy with short hair. That's all that is right there. And that's what it really looks like now. That's right. The horror. Okay, yep, you better hide that index finger. It's got some major teeth going on. Now, teeth may be another indicator. Large teeth, because it's got a large jaw. It's got the male skull, classic male skull. Textbook. And look at how feminine the person on the right is. The little Jewish boy there. That jaw, though, that's quite the jaw and quite the brow ridge. That is one of the biggest, most prominent brow bones I've ever seen in my life, really. And I've seen quite a few. Yeah, he's got some pretty amazing teeth, that's for sure. Even the forehead is male. Shoulders, they try to feminize them as much as possible. But this is a politician, right? This is a trans politician, socialist who's out there. All these photo ops, very charismatic, very good at getting his photo taken. Doesn't seem to be all that intelligent, but they have plans for this one, all right? We're going to see more than we want to of this one. We already have in the last month. Yeah, just looking at those eye sockets, right? A man's skull is bony and jagged and has deep crevices. The eye sockets are deep. It's got bones sticking out. Women's faces are smooth and elegant. That's why they look pretty, because there's not a whole lot going on, right? They're not all jagged and bony and angular and all this stuff, right? They're small and delicate and pretty. This person has a male skull. It's wearing lots of makeup, wears female clothes, all right? That energy, right? That masculine energy underneath the feminine dress. That's what makes them look like Wonder Women, right? Like super women. Is good at taking these photos where he just looks so intense. He looks like he has something to say, but I don't think he really does. It's just another agent of the transpocalypse, really, with a square head and the brow bone. That's all this person is, right? And we're going to see a lot more of this person. Some of you may never have heard of it. Probably going to become governor or senator or something over the next couple of years, right? Because this is the kind of person they need to carry out their agenda in the propaganda. This one's in both the propaganda and deception arm of the government, lying to us about his gender and possibly even species. We don't know what species this person really is. Unite. Look at that word unite. The power skull. So, this one's pretty obvious. No words necessary, really. Viva la revolución. La transsexual revolución. Yeah, see, it's doing the old technique of making funny faces to disguise the true gender, the true sex, right? It's a classic technique they use, especially in politics. They like to make these faces. We see them more as like clowns and villains. You know how it is. Most people don't really like politicians, and I think they're more than happy to play that role. They're kind of just playing a role anyway. It doesn't really matter to them what people think, because they're in power no matter if you vote for them or not, Alex, all right? His name is